power outage.
Live, very major, important latest news on Heathrow Airport.
What is
closure.
Your understanding now this morning
Major
of
destruction
why
in the K25.
Heathrow's operations were so vulnerable to a fire of this type?
Well, that's a really important question that certainly as a Transport Select Committee we will be seeking
Sun's up the right side screen.
What
Time's down there.
me
It's the 22nd of March. Friday, start in the morning, guys, 25.
So vulnerable to an outage from a single source. Is the backup power not sufficient? Now, we've long known in West London that we have a shortage of electricity capacity. New enhancements are not due to come in for some years yet. It's an issue that the business community and local authorities have been raising, but I don't know whether that is linked to what happened yesterday. There's obviously a lot still to find out. And like you,
certainly is.
You know, we will be looking for answers to those important questions.
Yeah, I mean, as you say, it's hard to identify whether this was a Heathrow.
Yeah, damage will be done. All the terrorists see it on the news. I think, oh, that's a weak point. Let's do it. Let's blow it up. Let's take that as a target. Do it midnight. They might have put security guards around that area 24 hours a day now. If that's a weak point at the airport, that causes that much disruption. They'll go for it.
Well, absolutely. I mean, 200,000 or more people.
Give a bit of an idea now.
Yesterday,
Rusty Webbles are coming to UK, damaging that area.
Plus, yesterday's passengers are looking to get on flights as well. Looking at the law, and actually, to be honest, the BBC website has been very useful to me, as it is to many passengers. This is an unexpected issue, not the fault of the airlines, so their duty is to provide passengers, put them on another flight or give them a refund, and if they're stuck trying to get back to the UK, trying to get back to Heathrow, any additional costs within reason for hotels and so on. But the law does vary according to whether you're an EU-based airline or whether you're on an airline that's based somewhere else in the world. And as always, it's always do check with your airline.
But as you suggest, it's the airlines.
So the airlines will be looking.
The airlines are going to cop the cost for this, as you suggest, when it's not entirely their fault. But as you also indicate, this is
absolutely.
This is a global issue as well. The knock-on impact is not just felt on Heathrow, but all the other airlines, airports it's connected to.
You do.
And one issue I know, everyone's talking about resilience, but we are looking at an ever-changing picture here, aren't we, whereby big transport hubs like this are increasingly reliant on these vast data centres that require huge amounts of energy. You have to look at backup sources, particularly when it comes to critical national infrastructure like Heathrow.
Absolutely, and my fear is that major infrastructure projects, such as not even projects, are based on UK resilience.
Heathrow,
has not
third
been
runway
at the top of the government's agenda for the last 15 years, and I'm glad that our government is now picking this up. But it's going to take time, and as you say, the data centres, which because of where the fibre optic cables are coming in, they are located in outer West London and Slough area, and that they're taking huge amounts of power locally that Heathrow also depends on. As I say, it's too early to say whether this is the cause of what happened yesterday in terms of causing the whole airport to not have enough.
Very interesting.
So these are questions we will be asking in the committee.
Yeah, thank you very much. Clearly, lots of investigating needs to be done into this incident. We've got perhaps more questions than answers for you at the moment. But as I mentioned, Simon Calder will be here to look at things from a passenger perspective. And it's just interesting to see that Heathrow's chief executive, they have apologised, but they've also said the airport could not guard itself against 100% of problems. However, I think there'll still be people passengers in particular, who will say this is something you need to address, something you should be planning.
There are terrorists, it's there, they're going to bomb it or attack it.
Planes are landing once again at Heathrow, isn't it?
Silly, isn't it?
On what the weather looks
Put funds up right side screen.
A really nice few days. There's a bit of a change in the forecast.
Unfortunately, there was turning colder into April and wetter, miserable. Squash on signs,